towards Texas. I'll let you know any impacts we can expect here in Houston coming up. Impacts could be coming into the day tomorrow. I want to start with what we're tracking right now. And one thing you'll notice with Tropical Storm Bertha, Mississippi there, approaching coastal Louisiana. Now, if this is staying further north and it has more land interaction, that's going to be even less impacts to us here in southeast Texas. The National Hurricane Center still expecting it to really windy impacts for us starting as early as Thursday. I do want to stress the more it stays on land, the less our impacts are going to be. But the big change today is that we now have tropical storm alerts for our coastal areas. These are in place now through Friday morning. You can see that's a coastal Galveston and Brazoria counties. It's possible to see that wind really pick up Thursday afternoon through Thursday night. But by Friday, everything starts to move out of here. Andy, what everyone is going to experience is dangerous high heat. We've got an extreme heat warning in place, but more on our full forecast coming up.
Caroline, thank you.
Afternoon for storms, and that's going to really be associated with our daytime heating. And today we're getting extremely hot. In fact, it is a hot one right now. Actual air temperature 97 in Conroe, 96 here in Houston. This is the hottest we've been during the lunchtime hour for the entire year. In fact, yesterday we hit 99. Right now, we are 5 degrees warmer compared to this time yesterday, which means we are on track to hit 100 degrees and well exceed 100 degrees. That's actual air temperature. When you factor in the humidity, it actually feels anywhere from 104 to 108. Look at our friends out in Washington County. Brenham feels like 115 degrees. This heat is dangerous as we head through the day today. You'll see actual air temperature eclipsing 100 by 2 o'clock, continuing to climb to about 102. You'll notice rain chances into this afternoon. Now, I want to stress these are not rain chances associated with Tropical Storm Bertha. These are not outer rain bands. We've got a system working in from the north that triggered with our hot air is going to allow for thunderstorms as we head into the afternoon. You can see 6 o'clock seeing some rain north of Houston. Really, timeline here looks to be from 5 p.m. through 11 p.m. for those downpours. Anything we do get could be on the heavier side. So do monitor as you head home from work tonight. Future Track shows us starting off Thursday dry, and then into the afternoon we'll start to see the possibility of some rain. This is associated with Bertha. These are tropical downpours that could bring a quick several inches of rain, especially for our coastal areas south of I-10. These will continue as we go Thursday afternoon and evening, but honestly, here in Houston, most of us staying dry. You can see Bertha right now coasting, moving its way across the Mississippi coastline, really further north than we had previously forecast, which is a good thing for us here in Houston. The further north it stays, the more land interaction it's going to see, and the less this is having a lot of land interaction. You can see onshore and made landfall. Now, the National Hurricane Center still expects this to make a small jog to the south before it starts to work to the west, getting to Houston Thursday evening. That's going to bring with it the potential for some breezy conditions by the coast, maybe some rain bands as we go Thursday, especially afternoon and evening. Now, not only do we have Bertha, but we also have our hottest day of the year so far. Here in Houston, it's our first 100-degree day. Right now, 101 in Houston. This is the hottest we've been in nearly a year. And when you factor in the humidity, it feels anywhere from 113 to 118. Andy, this is dangerous heat. I'll let you know how long it sticks around coming up.
All right, Carol, the year, and it's not even August 1st yet.
No, not yet. Bel Air High School just hit 102. That's air temperature.
Woo, that's just the air temperature.
That's air temperature. Doesn't even factor in the humidity. We've got an extreme heat warning in place today for all of southeast Texas. That goes dealing with ample sunshine. Actual air temperature 101 in Houston. This is the first time all year that we've hit 100. And it's not just the air temperature that's hot. it's going to be the feels like temperature. When you factor in the humidity, the stress that it puts on your body, it actually feels closer to 117. Look at our poor friends in Washington County, 124 out in Brenham. These are dangerous temperatures. If you have to be outside, if you work outside, take breaks, listen to your body, drink plenty of water. This is one of those days that the heat can really creep up on you fast. And remember, take care of our furry friends as well. Our animals can get so hot. Don't walk them in the heat of the day. Walk them on the grass for sure. You can see temperatures even at 6 o'clock, 98 degrees. Rain is going to be possible as we get towards the afternoon. Right now, not seeing much of anything. We're starting to see a few thunderstorms out to the east of Houston, and Future Track is going to show the possibility of some of those downpours really from 5 p.m. through 11 p.m. this evening. We're expecting a break as we head into Thursday. No problems for that morning commute, but then into the afternoon, we'll start to see some rain bands push on shore from Bertha, mainly for areas south of I-10, but you could see a quick tropical downpour here in the Houston area as well. Tropical storm Bertha making landfall around 2 o'clock and continuing to make its way to the west. Right now, the forecast has it pushing into the Houston area by Thursday evening. Any impacts here is going to be mainly for the coast. In fact, we've got tropical storm watches from Chambers down through Brazoria County. If we see strong winds, we're talking wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour starting Thursday afternoon, all wrapped up by Friday. Hey, most day of the year so far. We've already hit 101 in Houston. Feels much worse when you factor in the humidity. Your full forecast coming up. Absolutely everybody. We've got mostly sunny skies, actual air temperature 101 here in Houston, 102 in Liberty. This does not factor in the humidity. This is why we've got an extreme heat warning through 8 p.m. And when you factor in the humidity, Brenham feels like 122, feels like 115 here in Houston, 113 on the island. This is not our normal summer heat. Please take it seriously as we head through the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures slow to cool down at 6 o'clock. Still 98 degrees. And by the way, into this evening, we are going to be tracking the possibility of some showers. You can see some thunderstorms starting to fire up around Lake Livingston. And as we go through the next few hours, we're going to see these push north of Houston, impacting the Houston area really from now through 11 p.m. this evening. As we head into the day tomorrow, that's when we're going to see the possibility of rain bands from Bertha pushing on shore. That can bring with it some pretty heavy downpours, but most of the impacts are actually going to be staying offshore. You can see Tropical Storm Bertha right now advancing its way across Louisiana. The Hurricane Center, with its latest update, now has it moving to the west as opposed to west-northwest. It sounds small, but that direction very much matters, because if this continues to move west, it's going to stay more over land. If it starts to push a little south and moves over the water, that's when we can see it strengthen and stay stronger as it pushes into Houston. Right now, any impacts would be felt on Thursday. Lisa, Joel, I've got much more on what to expect coming up.
All right, Caroline, thank you. Really interesting track on that.
Outside, and a lot of people have been saying, well, it's Houston. No, this is not normal Houston heat. This is well above what we expect to see. We're not even guaranteed to hit 100 every single year. I want to show you what it looks like. Columbus, even Galveston, which is much more moderate usually by the water, 99 degrees. Now, if we factor in the humidity, the heat index, the stress it takes on your body, right now it feels anywhere from 111 to 120. Brenham feels like 120, 109 in Pearland, 113 out in Sugar Land. Please, we urge you, take this heat seriously. Walk the dog on the grass. Wait until the late evening to walk the dog, because even at 7 o'clock, 96 with rain chances starting to ramp up. Storm Tracker 2, we are tracking some thunderstorms. You can see across portions of Lake Livingston, those thunderstorms really just starting to get going, impacting 59 and the North Freeway north of New Waverly. These storms thankfully are moving through, but I'll tell you what, they can bring with it some pretty hefty downpours. Future Track, as we head through this evening, going to continue to show those storm chances possible, especially north of town from now through 8 o'clock. And then it'll be rolling through the Houston metro possible. That means from now through 11 p.m., storms possible, frequent lightning strikes, a heavy downpour not out of the question. As we head into Thursday, expecting to start off our day dry, but then rain bands of Bertha will start to push on shore Thursday afternoon and evening. That's really when we're expecting most of our impacts. By Friday, this system it's already moved past us. Let's talk about that cone because Bertha making its way to the west right now, about 7 miles per hour, expected to reach Houston on Thursday afternoon. I'll tell you what, it's not producing a whole lot of rain. The main impacts here are going to be coastal and it's going to be wind. We're talking Chambers County through Brazoria County. Wind gusts 40 to 45 miles per hour, not out of the question. Thursday afternoon and evening. By Friday morning, this is all but out of here. So most of us here in Houston won't associated with Bertha. I'll tell you what, more isolated in nature. But so far today, most of us dry and hot. But you can see we've got storms moving in from the northeast, pushing to the southwest. A very unusual movement for storms here in southeast Texas. You can see it all around Lake Livingston. Lightning with these storms, that red color indicating as it passes overhead, that's going to be an extremely heavy downpour. The one benefit, though, they're continuing to move and they're pretty small right now, which means if you do get a heavy downpour, it's not going to be lasting very long. And hey, the benefit is that it's going to help you cool down because everybody else just dealing with bright sunshine, not a whole lot in terms of cloud cover, and air temperature sitting in the triple digits. In fact, Livingston hasn't yet seen that rain move over the airport. Right now, still 102 because our temperatures are so hot. This is going to help those storms have the potential of quickly getting pretty strong. Right now, 101 in Pearland, 101 in Columbus. Factor in that humidity and it feels anywhere from 109 to 120. That's the range across southeast Texas. And this is why we're stressing heat safety, even as we go through the next few days with rain chances from Bertha. Even without it, temperatures upper 90s. And then as we head into the weekend, the rain moves out. The high temperatures stay very much in the forecast. Lisa, Joel, I've got more on our full forecast coming up.
Okay, Caroline, thank you. And as we
It was a whole setup for Halloween candy.
Really?
It's starting to go up, y'all. But it doesn't feel like
Too
it.
soon. It's 150 degrees out.
it would all melt.
It's
outside.
over 100 degrees. We're tracking a tropical storm. It doesn't feel anywhere near Halloween, but I did see Halloween candy.
It is scary outside. We'll go with that theme.
Plenty scary. Speaking of which, let's start by showing you, as it does, it is going to be weakening. It's not moving through an environment that's really conducive for strengthening, but that doesn't mean there isn't a small, very, very, very narrow window where it could strengthen. Right now, it's moving to the west at about 7 miles per hour, and most of its forecast track does have it hugging the coast. It will have a very narrow window where it can be interacting with Gulf waters, but it's going to continue to push towards the west. That means we're not expecting it to stall, and it will reach Houston and then continue to move out of here. In fact, any impacts to Houston, that's going to be coming Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. By Friday morning, really out of here. You'll notice tropical storm alerts in place. We've got tropical storm watches from Chambers, coastal Galveston, and Brazoria counties. That's in place through early Friday. And you can see right now we are tracking some of those showers and thunderstorms. In fact, right now we do have a stronger storm on the northern side of Lake Livingston. That's continuing to work its way towards the south and the west, impacting San Jacinto County until 5:15. Concern here is the possibility of a brief wind gust up to 40 miles per hour, frequent lightning strike. That's going to continue to push through Huntsville. Future track is going to show thunderstorms possible as we go through the rest of the afternoon, really from now through 11 p.m. These will bring with it the possibility of a heavy downpour and frequent lightning strikes. But as we start off our Thursday, expecting no problems for that morning commute. It's not going to be until Thursday afternoon that we'll start to see the wind picking up by the coast. And that's going to be when we have our highest rain chances for our far coastal communities. 30s. As for what we can expect otherwise, well, if you're not talking about Thursday's rain chances, it's really going to be all about the heat. A live look outside, plenty of sunshine, air temperature right now 101 here in Houston.